Hello there everybody, Oimon here, and welcome to Gone Home. I know, technically speaking, yesterday I said I was going to play more Anno today, but I decided I'm instead going to play Gone Home for two reasons. Firstly, it was on sale, and I bought it because I really liked Tacoma. Now, it was God, I can't even remember how long ago. A month back? Maybe a month and a half ago now? I played Tacoma. It was one of the early games I played when I started playing live streaming on a more regular basis. And I had an absolute blast with Tacoma. It was one of my favorite games in terms of like walking simulator type games. Which, you know, I've mentioned before, but they could be a little hit and miss. You know, sometimes they can be really good, like Tacoma, and sometimes they can be really bad, like Dear Esther. So, a bit of a mixed bag in terms of genre, but that's, to be honest, to be expected. So, I didn't know what to expect going into Tacoma. Came out, loved it. It's one of the best walking simulator type games I've played. It's... You know, the story was great, the characters were really interesting. So ever since playing that, I had my eye on Gone Home. Because originally I think I picked Tacoma up in like a bundle or something. And so Gone Home is, I think the company's name is Fullbright. This is the game they made before they made Tacoma. They've only made the two games. It's literally been Gone Home and it's been Tacoma. So, you know, they both play story-heavy walking simulator type games. You know, they've got a theme and they're running with it. You know, it's like how Frictional Games really just do good psychological horror games, you know? So that's fine, that's fair. Excuse me. Oh, I've got something in my throat at the moment. Oh, do excuse me. So, yeah, so they stick to what they know. And if Tacoma is any guide, Gone Home should be pretty fun. Now, it is the previous game, so it might be a little rougher around the edges. But from what I've heard, this is also supposed to be a very good game. Now, I didn't have a chance to go into the options, so if you just give me one quick moment. Yeah, that looks fine, that looks fine. I just want to check if there's subtitles. There's probably automatic subtitles. I just want to double check that. I didn't have a chance. I was a bit sort of running around. I don't know what it was, but the game took a long time to actually allow me to play it. You know, sometimes it has to... display subtitles. There we go. Okay. Back. Okay, good. I just wanted to double check that. Yeah, I had a few things I needed to do, so it just ended up being a bit delayed. It took a bit long, but... anyway, let's get into this. So I know the sort of basics. Modifiers and commentary. No, I don't need that. Let's just start. Hey, cassette. Always loading. Come on now. Yeah, it was Fullbright. There you go. The Fullbright Company presents.
Hi, Mom. So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really, seriously, you don't have to. Okay, so, love you. See you soon. Bye.
Okay. So yeah, so it's like you play a character, they went away on holiday or exchange or vacation or something to Europe, and now they're coming back home. It's June the 7th, 1995, and it's 1:15 in the morning. Woo. Oh, it is raining out there. Hey, it's my stuff. Catlin Greenbrier, Portland. Cool. Okay, so we're definitely in America, and we're in the So, ooh. Lights. Grab Christmas duck. Put back. Press right man shooting some object. Ooh. Whoop. Oh, hello. Look at that. It was $5.99. That's very expensive for this. I'm not sure I'd pay $5.99 for that. Tangle of Christmas lights. And a key. I'm assuming that's the key for this door. Whoa, actually, hang on. Let me just tone down the mouse sensitivity just a gnat's hair. Just so I'm not swinging too violently around. That's a bit better. We have cup. So I'm assuming the door is locked. Locked. What's this say? Katie, I can't really see you, but is it possible? Please don't go digging around trying to find out where I am. I don't want anyone to know. We'll see each other again someday. Don't be worried, I love you. What the hell? Okay, so yeah, this is the thing. The house is like empty, and you've got to try to work out where everyone is. I'm happy that I see you. It's impossible. Please don't go digging around trying to find out where I am. Well, you see, that just makes me want to dig around and find out where you are. So we happen to found the key, so that was rather lucky. I was just wondering. House key added to backpack. Press 1 or I to check contents of your backpack. Ooh, passport. That's me. Apparently, that's what my character looks like. The passport. I got to go to Europe on my trip. Ooh, there's a map. There's a map. It's just like Resident Evil. Okay. The boarding pass. Destination ports from transfer Cincinnati. From Amsterdam. Spare key that was hidden under the old Christmas duck. Hello. Cool. Alright, I think first things first, let's turn on all the lights. Jesus Christ, that's loud. Okay. A box of tissues. I might need those. No, probably not. It's Soft Face. Soft Face, my favorite brand. Okay, creepy atmosphere. I can go with this. Nothing in that drawer. This is the game, by the way. You just sort of wander around and explore and... oh, what does that say? Something to work from new home. What? Oh, wait. Directions? Directions. Oh, directions to work from new home. I getcha. So it's from where we are now to his work. Travel time 1 hour 10 minutes. So we're out in the middle of nowhere. That's fine. I'm assuming they haven't been here a while if there's a lot of stuff. Wellspring movers. Boxes, kitchen, 8. Master bedroom. Jesus Christ. Continued on attached worksheet. Interesting.
Dear Katie, so much has changed, even just since you've been away. We moved into this house. I'm in a new school, and my big sister being gone for a year doesn't make it any easier. It doesn't feel real, but I'm not gonna let it faze me. I used to tell you everything, and if I can't do it in person, because you're off gallivanting around who knows where, I'll tell it to this journal, just like I was talking to you.
New home added to the backpack. Is that journals? Ah, there we go. August 20th, 1994. So that was just under a year ago. Interesting. Toilet works. So we've got toilet paper. Oh, good, we can crouch. We've got toilet paper. We have magazine. Author magazine. Stephen King. 50 contests with up to $21,000 in prizes. Critiques the art of feedback get published in The Secret, the blank page. How 20 top authors conquer it. Well, you just kind of start typing. Box. Quick fix. Bandages. Okay, that's fine. What's this? Cleansing powder, soap. Okay, fair enough. Towels? Can't jump. And more towels. That's more or less what I would expect in the bathroom. Okay then. Well, they've done a good job of making the atmosphere very creepy around here. Boon counter. Pen. Ooh, what's this? Worldwide timetable. Missing reservations. Ooh. Casey's departure, 7th to the 6th, 94. Flight 881, 12:10 to Amsterdam. Yeah, so this is presumably when my character left. I flew off to Amsterdam from... Hang on, let's follow that line. Newark, I guess. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so there you go. That was last year. Light. Ooh. Sam, Daniel from the old neighborhood called. He wants to come see the new house. Call him back. Mom, Daniel is a total weirdo. The only reason What's with the creaky noises? The only reason I ever hung out with him in the first place is he had a Nintendo when we were little.
Sam. Sam. Hello. Sam. Sam, where are you? Really? I need to talk to you. Please be there.
Well, that's well timed.
Hi, Mom. So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really seriously, you don't have to. Okay, so, love you. See you soon. Bye.
Huh. Well, that was slightly creepy. Some person calling Sam. Sam, Katie, Mom, Jan, Dad, Terry. So someone was calling Sam. Sam, who is also a girl by the looks of it. Because I immediately had in my mind a young brat when I heard the name Sam, but... Oh yeah, this is great. Okay. Press 2 around your location in the house. Oh, good. Stop doing that! I'm just gonna turn on all the lights. Sod the electricity bill. Heaven to Betsy. Okay. Welcome, new student. We hope that you're excited about your first day at Goodfellow High School as we are. Please be sure to bring the following with you on your first day of classes so you can get right into the swing of things. One study folder with pockets for each of your 6 class periods, 1 line notebook per period, or 1 large notebook with 6 divided sections, at least 6 pens, blue or black ink, and 6 pencils, 1 box of colored pencils, standard combination lock for your assigned locker, a nutritious lunch, or £2.50 for a lunch provided by the school cafeteria, a positive attitude. Yeah, so you got everything except the positive attitude. That's fine. Please remember to get plenty of sleep the night before and be ready to first bell. Ring at 8 a.m. Jesus Christ. Remember when you had to get up at 8 a.m. to go to school?
Oh my god. You are so lucky you finished high school before we moved into this house. So, it's the first day of school, and there I am, introducing myself to the class. And I say that I just moved into the house on Arbor Hill. All of a sudden, every kid in the room turns and just stares like I suddenly transformed into a mutant. I just stood there, wishing pretty hard for a rewind button. Because now maybe nobody knows my name, but they all know who I am. The Psycho House girl.
Ooh.
Great.
The house has a dark history. Cool. One of the postcards I sent. Paris. Oh, that's not fair. You're not allowed to take pictures of the Eiffel Tower at night. Apparently. Hi, Mom, Dad, and Sam. I'm in Paris. I've done many Parisani things, however the fuck you're supposed to pronounce that, including eating Le Petit Déjeuner. I can't fucking speak French. And wearing a beret. I'm going to have lots of film to develop when I get back. Sam, I'm bringing you back something from the Shakespeare Book Company. Since you are my favorite sister, love you all. Mom, Dad, and Sam, 1 Arbor Hill Weird. Ah, cool. Pack of cards. Akachi. Ooh, photo. Oh! Is that me? DeSoto. Wonder who that is. Oscar Doc Mason. Massan. Oscar Massan, 60, of Boone County, died peacefully last month in his home. Mr. Massan was born on September 8th, 1933, in the house that would be his home for the rest of his life. He attained a degree in pharmacy at a young age and returned to Boone County to practice. He quickly became a well-loved figure at the center of the community. In the decades preceding his passing, he was seldom seen outside his house. The survivors include his nephew, Terrence Greenbrier, as well as in spirit the people of Boone County, whom he provided wellness and comfort. So is that like the former? Hang on, is that the former owner of the house? What was the guy's name? Terry. And it was Terrence, wasn't it? Yeah, so Terrence is Terry. So we inherited this house when Oscar, who was Terrence's uncle, died. That's interesting. Hear beeping noise. Severe weather warning. Sam thought this might help Dad. Making friends.
A severe weather warning. The Northwest Weather Service reports high winds.
You know that feeling where the first moment you see someone, it's like they have a big gold star around them, and you have to get to know them? Well, there's this girl. I think she's a senior. She's usually dressed kind of punk, but sometimes I see her in this, like, army uniform, and she's always drawing in this notebook, looking so intense. I had no idea how I would ever, like, have an excuse to talk to her. Till I noticed she and her friends hang out and play Street Fighter at the 7-Eleven every day after school.
This is a severe weather.
X-Files, Season 1.
Northwest
Good
Weather
taste.
Service reports high winds and torrential rain conditions affecting the following
The Dark
counties:
Crystal. Oh, you've got excellent taste.
Boone County, Dawn County, Tacoma County, and Wistaria County.
But we already know about the severe weather.
Stay indoors and secure all windows and doors. Flood conditions are expected at lower elevations.
Yeah, let's turn that off. There's a highlighter. Pizza. Okay, now I'm just disappointed. Grab mug, grab coaster. There's a note here. What's this? Hi Terry, enclosed please find the Pioneer CLDD 703 unit with remote and cables. We need a half-page review for the October issue, so that gives you about 2 weeks to get us a copy for your first edit. A copy for edit even. Standard stuff like you give us on, you gave us on the CLDD 502. It's a combi player, so check its CD playback with a few discs, as well as laser discs, and they want us to definitely hit the signal to noise ratio and TOS link stuff for high-end buyers. Look forward to your take on it. Enjoy the unit. Right, so this guy, I'm assuming Terence Greenbrier. Fair enough. Wait. And if I send her a new address, yes. So we used to live in Dry Creek, Forest Grove, and then we moved to... Yeah, okay, that's fair. People move, it happens. Okay, so yeah, he gets sent, like, items to review, and he has to, like, use them and stuff. But that's fine. That's... a lot of people do that, actually. You know, you write reviews of stuff. Time Machine, Fantastic Voyage, and Top Gun. Oh, these people have great taste in movies. Ghostbusters and Labyrinth. Ah, I like these people. The Andromeda Strain, yes. Airplane and Moonraker, odd combination, but okay. Beetlejuice, RoboCop, Blade Runner, Director's Cut. Let's see, JFK, X-Files. So all the X-Files season 1s. Nice. These people have great taste in videos. It's like all the classic stuff. What's that? Clash of the Titans, brilliant. Terry, hey man, how you been? I know you're a published author and everything now, but my editor at Hi-Fi Aficionado has too much review work to do going around, and he's looking for another freelancer. Naturally, I thought of you. You were saying in your last letter how much of a pain it's been trying to find a publisher for your latest work of literature, and writing stereo reviews is dead simple. Sit at home with a glass of scotch, listen to some records, and write up how it sounds, and then get paid. I've included some issues of the mag to use as examples. If you're interested, send us some samples to my editor and tell him your old colleague Chum Mike sent you. Here's the address. So he's a writer who was having trouble getting published, so we took a part-time job as a reviewer. Oh, hey Zero, welcome. All the rewatchable movies. Yeah, it's all the good movies here. We've got all the movies you could sit down and watch on a stormy night. Quite like tonight, actually, considering the weather going on at the moment. Is that Dad's book? Terence O'Grady for The Accidental Savior. November 21st, 1963. John Marshall knows that the president's life hangs in the balance, but who would believe him? Not just another James Bond, high-class political thriller. Ooh. Nice. It's that book Dad wrote. Okay, so he's an author. That explains why there was that magazine in the bathroom. There's a role model. No, I'm fine, thanks. All the movies are better than the one you were watching last night. What were you watching last night? Or do I not even want to know? Is it some deliberately terrible piece of crap? Coaster. Ooh, plant. TV reading. Oh dear. Really? As in the like movie that was made during the 90s, but it looked like it was made during the 80s, starring some guy who was a famous sports person turned actor, but he can't really act, as a genie. I think I remember that. I've never seen it, but I've seen reviews of it online. Nostalgia Critic did one. X-Files. Hey look, Mork and Mindy. God, I remember that. America's Funniest Home Video. Walker, Texas Ranger. RoboCop, Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Wonderful. These good stuff. Christ, it's better than the crap you get on television now. It's like at least 60%, if not more, of on TV these days is fucking reality TV shows. And it's just like, Bratmobile. Hi, Proof. Okay. You hadn't seen it either, but you saw a review and got curious. Curiosity killed the cat. And I think in the case of Kazam, satisfaction ain't gonna bring him back. The Heaven at the Edge of the World. Samantha Greenbrier. Grade 2 story. The Turtle People, Part 1. Wow. Oh, it's only 3 pages. That's okay. I was going to say, how long is this? Captain Allegra looked off at the ocean. It went on forever, or so it seemed. Someday she would find the edge and get to the paradise there. Then she heard a cannon fire. Boom. It was the Black Pirate ship. She yelled, I thought we lost them at Horse Island. First mate said, looks like you thought too soon. The black ship came up alongside. Captain Black himself came out on deck of the black ship. He yelled to Captain Algera, you're never gonna find the edge. There ain't no paradise, and your father were a liar. Captain Allegra yelled back, then why'd you keep following us, you imbecile? First mate yelled out, we'll stop you, Captain Black. We'll find the edge of the world, and you'll see her father was no liar. The battle kept going until Captain Allegra's ship got away. Now west, she said, and the ship sailed towards the sunset. Apparently the movie had a $20 million budget, and $7 million of that just went to Shaq's salary. Yeah. Sounds about right. I don't think it was worth it. Ooh, torn up paper. Hey, are you the new girl Sam? I'm Tommy. I'm at the back behind you. Wave if you get this and write back. Hi Tommy, yes I'm Samantha, and yes I'm new. What's up? Just thought since you're new maybe you could use a friend. I do not have a lot of friends either, and so I thought I'd ask something if you don't mind. Do you mind? No, I don't mind. What did you want to ask? Was it just your uncle who went psycho, or does it run in the family? Oh boy. Yep. Psycho girl. Coupons. Wait, what is it? United States Department of Agriculture. Lovely paintings. Okay. God, how big is this bloody house? One guy lived here alone? Jesus Christ. Music room. They have a music room? What is this, Luigi's Mansion or something? Jeez. So many lights. Okay. Ooh. Reproductive System Worksheet 6. Instruction below are 2 stories. The events are all out of order. Get a sheet on lined paper. Write the reproductive system worksheet at the top. And choose one of the 2 stories, A or B, to rewrite. Begin with the title and your name. Find the topic sentence to begin your paragraph. Put the sentences in chronological order. Make sure the last sentence is a good concluding statement. The menstrual cycle. The menstrual cycle. I'm a product of the testicles. Dear God. That note is like peak high school awkwardness. Oh yeah. Reproductive. The menstrual cycle, a novella. Okay. I'm not going to read all of this because this is going to take me way too long to read and I don't want to wreck my voice. But have a read of this yourself because I think this is going to be funny. September 1st. The train rumbles along. Sunrise. Cuts it over and starts to develop. This is a funny story. Morrison the baker. Oh god, this is genius. I get the feeling Sam's got something of a sense of humor. Christ. That's loud. Don't go collapsing on me now. Somebody informs 50% of people who got killed. As if to survive, she sets off to join the Polish resistance. Oh, that's fantastic. She basically tells a story about a woman. If you didn't want to read it, it's a story about a woman, presumably during like the attack of World War II or something like that. I'm guessing, or maybe World War One. It didn't give a year, did it? Oh, 1930. Yeah, it would have been World War II then. That's brilliant. She's fantastic. History. Wow, what an exciting cover. Very nice. Okay. At least I don't have to worry about copyright strikes. Ooh, what's this? Dad's second book. The Accidental Pariah. Message from our future: save the president's life once, but within the next 24 hours there will be another attempt and the lines of communication are down. There's one for today's audience. Compelling, a thriller worth its salt. Right before that, unfortunately, Mercury Books will be unable to publish your follow-up to The Accidental Pariah. Despite the low sales of The Accidental Series, we went ahead with the publication of the second book in the hopes of John Russell's series catching on. However, sales of the second book have in fact been lower than those of the first, and so our stewardship of the series must end. It's been a pleasure working with Publisher, and we wish you and John Russell the best in future endeavors. Oh dear. What does that say? Dr. Jitters? Dr. Jitters, of course it is. Oh. So many boxes filled with so many unsolved books. It's a writer's worst nightmare, it really is. Samantha, please give this to your mother. Janice, oh Christ, I hate reading script. Thank you for having Danny over to your new home. He has missed having his friend Samantha in the neighborhood very much. Danny asked if he could lend Samantha his Nintendo Street Fighting tape, and I gave my permission. He needs to spend less time with those games anyway. No, he doesn't. He needs to nurture that skill. It could be useful later in life. No hurry returning it. Let Samantha know that she is welcome back to our house to visit any time. Sincerely, Mary something or other. Nope, got another one.
When you live in one place your whole life, your next door neighbor is kind of like your default friend. And Daniel only got weirder over the years. So moving away has been a good excuse to, like, not see him anymore. But he did always have the good Nintendo games. Maybe I'll give him a call.
Hi Lonnie, so if you wanted to come over to my house still this afternoon, that would be cool. I can drive, it's kind of far, but I can drive you home too, so hopefully that's fine. Right back and leave this in my locker if you still want to, and we can meet in the parking lot after 6th. Yeah, I'm totally in. See you there. I'm gonna kick your butt. Get ready. Fair enough. Oh.
So you know what they say about the best laid plans of mice and men? Yeah, turns out it applies to Street Fighter too. At least I worked up the courage to walk into the 7-Eleven and ask for a turn, but all that practice at home did not exactly translate in the wild. So after I was finished getting my butt kicked, I followed them outside while they smoked. And that was when she asked me if I was that psycho house girl. But then she said she's always really wanted to see the psycho house. Her name is Lonnie. She's coming over tomorrow.
Katie, please, whatever you found, don't tell Mom and Dad the attic. Ooh. Secrets in the attic, indeed. Please tell Mom and Dad sorry about the stuff that's missing. So Sam might be in some kind of trouble. Oh, the door to the basement is locked. That's probably for the best, so you can't run. It's walking and walking only. This is a walking simulator. Did I miss this door? How the hell did I miss that door? Ah, light. God, this house is too big. House is too big. Boone County telephone directory. Markers. Ooh. Pioneer Compact Laser Disc. They say a jack of all trades is a master of none. I have to disagree. Mastery is not a question of specialization, but sureness of purpose and dedication to craft. I get it. There's a storm going on. Sureness of purpose and dedication to craft. If you happen to be in the market for a combination LD-CD player, we got to know that Pioneer seems to share this particular... And so that was the review he was writing. Back to basics. Sent back in time to Dallas. What if JFK wasn't JFK? Oh, so these are his ideas for the story. Paradox result in JFK just being desired outcome. Magic bullet theory. Everyone in Dallas cancels motorcade. Yeah, so this is him spitballing ideas for the next story. That never happened. It's just a 3-ring binder. Okay. That was fascinating. And nothing in there. Russell's opened his eyes and saw them, the stars, something as if he were lying on the grass in his family yard in Massachusetts, even though that place was a million miles away. No. He blinked through the sleep in his eyes, looking through a carbon rifle safety glass at the space station Archimedes. Yes, he was a long way from home, but the future needed him. John Russell's head swam. He felt incredibly drunk, despite not having touched a drop in hours. He vomited through his feet, his bare feet. He stared for a moment, processing his sick flex. Toenails, lovely. He scanned up his bare shins, bare knees. He was completely naked. He looked up, met the eyes of a gorgeous blonde woman wearing a tight polymer fiber tunic. Then fabric with strain seems to contain a regenerous matter transfer operator. Then he passed that. No, that's definitely a no-go. John Russell had crossed the gap in time. Many messages had passed before, but now, oh man, they needed him. Wow, his ability to write seems to be increasingly going bad. Changing paths was no longer good enough. The instructions from the council had been clear. Blimey. Makes sense why he would have a copy of JFK on VHS. Yeah, that's very true. I mean, if he's got an interest in the JFK assassination, I guess that's a thing. Yep, the killing of JFK, a theory. You've seen the movie. Discover the truth. Yeah. I don't really care about that. Oh no, I don't know the combination to that. How do I... There we go. You can say, how the hell do I get out of this? Okay. Moving on. There's a lot of books. Fresh. True stories. I was a teenage drag queen. 90210. Does anybody still care? I don't think anybody cared in the first place, pal. A male gaze. Had to Sarah host. Gathering moss. No, I can't rotate it. Well, fair enough. That's just your average lifestyle magazine. Never seen the point of those, but I guess some people must like them. A stranger under my roof. For parents of teens. Stranger under my roof, understanding teens. The teen years were fraught with change. You can control to change role types, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. These changes don't just affect your teen. Your teen's turbulent years are a challenge for parents as well. Maybe the biggest challenge you've yet faced since having children. This book holds insight into your teen's behavior from the very beginning, as he or she first encounters adolescence, up through the end of teen years. Hey, digital artist, welcome. Always nice to have new people around. The practical strategies here are based upon well-tested principles, blah, 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 blah. Don't care about that. I want to find out what happened to the family. That's the ooh. I think I found the safe comment. 0451? Really? 0451? You're doing that? Okay. Dear Terrence, David, you asked me to write regarding the reviews you've been submitting the last few months. Frankly, they're becoming more trouble than they're worth from an editing standpoint. There's a word limit. It's your job to stay under it, not mine to cut back to it. Even then, it's becoming harder and harder to weed out the tangents and non sequiturs from the usable copy without heavy rewrites. The readers of home theatre aficionados want to hear about the quality, value of the hardware, not ruminations on your childhood. If it were up to me, I wouldn't be writing this letter. I'd just be cutting you loose. There's tons of guys half your age who would take half your rate to write stuff I could actually use. But David's known you for a long time. He's the boss, so I'm giving you one more shot on his say-so. You should write him a nice note thanking him for patience and generosity. Look through your old stuff and start submitting reviews like that again. Then everybody will be happy. Except him, because that's not what he wants to write, is it? You got into the Citadel and Fallout, but you have no idea why you're talking about this because it's not Fallout. No, it's not Fallout. Fallout is Fridays. 0, 4, 5, 1. Hey, it worked. Dear Mr. Masson, please find enclosed your original document and a typed copy for your records. The notarized copy has been filed at our offices. Thank you for entrusting this with the firm. Oh, it's his will and testament. Professing full competence of mind, I declare that I'm a lifelong resident of Boone County and I'm unmarried and no children. No, because he's got a nephew, but he didn't have any kids himself. No outstanding debts to my name, 20 creditors living or dead. I hereby bequeath every item of value of which I may die possessed, including to Terrence L. Greenbrier. The event that said should predecease me. Then, and in such event, bequests shall fall on the same bequeath to his children, as ordered by age and competence as stewards of the estate. Blimey. I'm glad somebody retyped that. I mean, Jesus Christ, that's practically indecipherable. Then again, he was a doctor, so... Also, I think I've seen some play this game before, just forgot the title. It's called Gone Home. I explained at the beginning, but I'll repeat it for you since you just showed up. I played the... it's not a sequel, but it's the next game that the devs made, which is called Tacoma. I played that a month and a half back, maybe even a bit longer back. I can't really remember. But I played it a while back, and I absolutely friggin' loved Tacoma. So I was really interested in what the story of this one was going to be. So, Over the Alps, a novel traveling game. Is that a novel traveling game as in, oh, this game is novel, as in it's unique? Or is that a novel traveling game as in it's like playing a novel? It's the front hall. Ooh, Goodfellow High School. What's this? Forestry Service. Janice Greenbaugh. Oh, so she works for the Forestry Service, does she? Well, there you go then. Skull! Oh, it's one of those Mexican skull things. I think. I'm assuming that's what it is. Pick up one of your trophies. Regional track and field. Girls 100 meters. First place! Nice. And the other one. Regional track and field. First place. So she's a good runner then. Hello. Heco in Mexico. Something like that. Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't think I can read this. Dear Jan. It's so good to hear from you again. All this new house business sounds like quite the adventure. Remember the little dorm room we shared freshman year when we were miserable, fantasizing about our dream home? I always said I wanted a mansion. You said you just wanted a house in the woods. Look who got both. Somebody up there likes you. I could use some of that magic. Send me some lotto numbers. I'll play them seriously. But I should be complaining about this good old something level. Good old split? What is good old split? Oh, I shouldn't be complaining about this good old split level, as in this is a split level house we've had since Bob got transferred to Winnipeg. We just got new vinyl siding? New vinyl something or other. It's new vinyl siding. Yeah, I think that's siding. Jealous yet? Let me know if you ever want to trade places. So, how are the girls doing? Has Katie left on her big European adventure yet? Speaking of jealous, right back soon. I miss you, Rumi. Carol! That means made in Mexico. I kind of figured that. Oh, locked too. Yep. No, I don't want to turn off the lamp. I want to open the side door. Alright, so we're missing a couple of keys. A couple of locked doors. Oh, hang on, there's I guess we'll go upstairs, up the giant friggin' staircase. Control burn scheduled for Boone County. Boone's of smoke will rise above northeast region of Boone County over the better part of next week as part of a Forestry Service controlled burn of overgrown sections of Flintlock National Forest. Forestry crews have been preparing the area for months. The burn operation will take place. In addition to removing dead and overgrown vegetation that can lead to wildfires in dry months, the operation will serve as a valuable training tool for the forestry and firefighting personnel involved, and senior conservationist Janice Greenbrier. That's the mother character. An awful lot of packs of cards around here. I guess there's not much else going on. Personal calendar. Who's personal calendar? Oh, Christ. Monday. I think that's couples something. Cooking class, take apron. Ballroom dancing. Oh, that's crossed out. Okay, no. I'm gonna say, is that couples bowling? Actually, yes, it might be. I think that's couples bowling. Huh. So it's like she booked all these things to do with her husband. Presumably this is the wife. And then she crossed off everything that's like couple related stuff. And she just kept the cooking class. Cook the big meal for Terry and Sam. Okay, that's fair. Small amounts of love lost in this relationship, I think. Notice a temporary personal transfer. In aid of the upcoming prescribed burn operation, a ranger with expertise in the procedure is being transferred to the station at Flintlock National Forest. Please see attached personnel file. The overseeing officer at Flintlock Forestry Station, Senior Conservation Janice Greenbrier, is charged with the supervision of transferred personnel. The duration of transfer will be based upon performance evaluation as well as... So is that where she is? Because obviously it's the idea that, like, there's no one here. Everyone's gone out somewhere. What's this? Cassette? Or sound? Batmobile... Oh, Bratmobile Potty Mouth. Oh, it's empty. Oh. Love things, cherry bomb. Throw away. Huh. Fair enough. Oh. Up again.
It's weird hanging out with girls. Daniel was around ever since I was little, and other girls? I don't know. But being around Lonnie is like instantly just right. I gave her the grand Psycho House tour and took my revenge on Super Nintendo. And it was like, I don't know, I finally found someone I feel normal around. I drove her home and she gave me this tape and said, "You have got to listen to this." I haven't stopped playing it since.
Cool. To begin, I sound to me, Gray. I'm 17 years old and therefore an independent, fully functional human being. The fact that you still forbid me from going into the city on my own is frankly absurd. Compare with Katie, who is only 3 years older than me, and yet you're allowed to go all the way across an ocean to another continent on her own. I just want to spend an evening in a normal, totally safe city on my own, like a human being, and since you may also remember that I have my own car now, you can't really stop me. So has she gone off into the city? Possibly. Possibly. Turn my TV off, honest to God. Sam, I think the creative writing track would be perfect from you. Explore and learn English creative writing. If you choose to meet the track will be offered full scholarship. Ooh, Reed College, huh? Memory board. Soda. Socks. Tiffany's your art exhibition. Groove magazine. Exclusive AIDS in Africa. Soul Asylum Live. Eddie Vedder. Weezer. Yep, typical teen magazine. There's another one. Kurt Cobain. I want to believe. Who has a locker in their room? Okay. I haven't had that much to drink. Cat, I approve. Okay. Nope. Close, close, close. Ooh, tape. Not really what else I expected.
Cool. Yeah, we're so cool. We're so cool, yeah. Fuck you too, cool schmuck.
Okay then. Don't need to listen to the rest of that. Adventurous the Cat returns. I don't remember this game. Oh god. Ooh, note. Chun-Li moves. Fireball, lightning kick, helicopter kick, air assault. That's probably accurate. I haven't played a Street Fighter game in years. Scrutinize. Hang on, I can do these. That's a shark. No, other way. Yep, that one's a shark. I can see that. And this is... that's a heart. That's literally just a heart. Yep, that's a heart. You see, the thing with magic eyes is most of these magic eyes you have to cross your eyes. But then if you cross your eyes, the image goes in. But really you want the image to come out, so you have to unfocus your eyes. And that can be, like, really difficult if you're not practiced with it. I taught myself how to do magic eyes because I had a book. I think they were also called stereograms. I had a book called Stereogram and I had a whole bunch of them in there. And I taught myself how to see them. And I was the only one in the house that could do it. Like, other people, like, you know, mom, dad, my family, they all tried, but they couldn't do it. And I felt so accomplished. King's Labyrinth, Chapter 2, Frame Threads. Oh, this is a continuation of the other story. Holy shit, you too. Well, I think it was just a thing, like back during I think it was during the 90s for me anyway. But we just got a book. No one in my house knows how to do magic eyes. I think they know how to do them. They just don't do them very well. I keep telling them the easiest way to do it is you just got to cross your eyes so that... Hang on, if we go back to the magic eye on the wall for an example. You cross your eyes so that this part of the image and this part of the image line up. And then once they do, your eyes will sort of naturally combine the two images into one. Now in this one, you've actually got to unfocus your eyes. So they're not looking like at the same point, but they're actually kind of unfocused. And then that brings it out forward. But yeah, magic eyes, or stereograms, whatever you want to call them, they're really fun. I love them. Man, Sam had this thing like 4th grade. What's this? Holy Bible. Huh. Is she religious then? Collar? Mitten. 1888 Dry Creek Road. Oh dear. Did he die? Probably died. I wonder if that's the code. 1888. Nope. Worth a try. I don't know what that code could be. Okay. Got your number. Anyway, what's this? So this is... Oh, I ain't reading all this. That's a long stuff. But it looks like a sort of continuation of that story we read earlier. But it's like more adult. Yeah, I'm not reading all of that. That's way too long. Play the game yourself if you want to read it. I doubt it'll lead into too much. We need to work out... That's some interesting literature. It's all the classics by the look of it. It looks like they're all part of like a classic set, so it's probably like one of those mail order sets you could get way back when. Oh. What's this? Hey Sam, you want to see Pulp Fiction after school at the Coliseum? It came out last weekend, and Todd won't shut up about it. So either it's good, or we can make fun of him for liking it. Pulp Fiction. I've never seen Pulp Fiction. I've seen bits of it. Like, I know the basic plan is... The basic premise is that it's like... It's a movie told in 2 parts. And like part 2 is shown before part 1 or something like that. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't actually seen it. I've just seen bits of it. It's just one of those movies I never got around to. My mum is for dinner for us tonight for a change, but I can just ditch out on it probably. What time? Also, isn't that movie supposed to be really violent? Am I going to barf? According to Todd, it's pretty hardcore. I guess Uma Thurman gets stabbed in the heart with a heroin needle. So that's kind of hilarious. Also, something about cheeseburgers is important. Todd wants to see it again. 7:15. Okay, don't barf. Fair enough. Still raining. Hey, bathroom. Yep, nothing out of the ordinary there. Yep, that's all perfectly normal and exactly what you'd expect in a bathroom. Oh, this one's broke. That's a wild color, red right hand. Semi-permanent hair color not tested on animals. Right, someone dyed their hair.
Lonnie brought her hair dye over today. She said, I need to fix these roots. Think you could help? Dyeing hair is weirdly intimate. I don't know if I've touched someone else's scalp before. That's pretty intimate, right? It felt intimate. We looked into the mirror together after, and I expected her to say something about how it looked crappy or good or whatever. But that's when she said, You're so beautiful.
Ah.
And she was looking at me. Right in that moment, I wanted to say something, but I waited. And the moment was gone.
Great. Okay, so we have our burgeoning little lesbian there. Yay! Safe sex. They've already got 2 kids. The last thing they want is another one. I feel like I shouldn't be going through the parents' stuff, but technically it's not my parents, so... what we got? Butch Cassidy, Sundance Kid, The Fugitive, All the President's Men. I can barely read that. Jeopardy. Inside Edition. Sound of Music. Barf. Something Family Reunion? Susie's Family Reunion? I don't know that one. These are all women's films. Gone with the Wind. Bridge over the River Kwai, Silence of the Lambs. You can tell whose is whose, can't you? Mitten. Mitten our cat. Yep, that's fair. Oops. No, can't run. I'm gonna mind myself that. Postcard. Oh, it says in one of my postcards. Dear Mom and Dad and Sam, I'm in the channel. What? I'm in the channel. This is my second passage through the channel. I'm on my way back from London. This time going to Brussels, Belgium. Sorry I didn't write for you on the way, but I was too excited about the channel. Okay, small clue. We don't call it the channel. Okay? I get it, like channel tunnel. We don't call it the channel. That is really, really, really stupid. No one is going to call anything the channel. Jesus Christ. London was great. Dad, I know you've always wanted to visit, and I think you really should. You'd love it. If you all want to come back here as a family sometime, I guess I could be convinced. Fucking channel. Makes it sound like you're going to throw up. Stop creaking. Another Holy Bible. I guess they're a vaguely religious family. That's a pretty common thing to call it here. Really? You guys actually refer to it as the channel? I have never in my life heard the Channel Tunnel referred to as the channel. That's just a retarded thing to say. It's just so stupid. Ooh, what's this? Bookmark. Walt Whitman, Leaves of Grass. Collection of poetry. That's nice. Take your time. I'm glad to have it in good hands. Huh. Ooh, letter. Dear John, oh honey, let me tell you, I understand how you feel. Bob and I have had our down periods. It's become a bit of a way of life. Actually, you get used to each other. You live your own lives in the same house. Kids grow up, they go away. I'm sorry this isn't helping, is it? Don't worry, Terry will get over whatever's distracting him. Things will go back to normal. And as for Sam being distant, that's a teenager for you. Nothing to worry about. In the meantime, though, this controlled burn, that sounds like quite the adventure. But let's cut to the chase. This new... what is that? This new... Nice new... is this supposed to be manager? Manager. They sent. That's what I want to talk about. Ranger Rick. Oh, Ranger. This new Ranger Rick. You have to be kidding me. It's too perfect. You have to tell me everything and send pictures. I want the whole package. Wait, that sounds wrong. Keep your chin up until Terry is out of his slump, and in the meantime, write more letters to your old friend Carol. Damn you, Walt freaking Whitman, leaves of grass my ass. I don't really know who Walt Whitman is, truth be told, other than the fact he's a poet, and they mention his name at one point in Breaking Bad. Oh, look, a ghost game. Escape from Ghost Mansion. Fair enough. Ooh, book. What is it? Watercolor techniques for florals and still lifes. Not bad. I guess someone was into artistry. Flip the light. Stop creaking. You're not helping matters. Yep, that's more or less what you'd expect. Huh. That's interesting. So you got a sink in here, and then in a separate room you've got a bath and toilet. That's curious. I can see the design behind it. After the honeymoon. Rediscovering your spouse, personally, spiritually, and sexually. By a reverend? This book was written by a reverend. Sexually. I'm not an expert, but I don't think they're allowed to have much knowledge about that kind of thing, are they? I suppose it depends on which religion they're part of. Well, there you go then. Okay, moving on. Casey, Mum and Dad were going to make up the guest room for you to stay in over the summer, but you came home on such short notice that they weren't around to do it. You can use my room if you want. I won't be needing it anymore. Sam. So is she planning to, like, elope or something? Or is she just running away in general? Hey Sam, you were asking what my something ribbons meant. Here's a handy guide. Orienteering. This means the army thinks I can find my way around. Rifle team. The army has branded me a certified killing machine. Adventure training. I am a born adventurer. No borders can hold me. The army recognizes this. So you didn't think it was cool before, now you do. Lonnie. I think I remember seeing that person on a picture before. Sighting journal. Sighting journal. August 31st, 1904. Tall shadow in the upstairs hall when I rounded the corner. Orienteering was in my... Yeah, I know what orienteering is. I couldn't quite read the word. Yeah, I'm well aware what orienteering is. I've done orienteering on myself in my own time. There was like a school trip, spent a weekend away from the family in the sort of the hills, the sort of kids camp kind of thing, and you had to do orienteering, and you had to do it with a partner, but there was an odd number of people, so I did it by myself, and I won. I came first because I was by myself. Oh God. Tall shadow in the upstairs hall. When I rounded the corner, no one was there. How tall was Uncle Oscar? Note, I was not wearing my glasses. A faint voice coming from the bottom of the stairs. I said hello. Did not investigate. Probably was the furnace. Poured milk from carton in the fridge. It was spoiled. Pretty sure I read that spirits can sour milk. Lonnie says she feels a presence in the TV room. I suddenly began to feel cold. We'll build a protective pillow fort. Lonnie and I pulled a Ouija board as the medium. Disturbing messages are conveyed from the other side. Oscar is definitely here. And this is Lonnie to stay up all night and help patrol. Promised recording any signs of otherworldly presence. Lonnie reported many sightings, but all remained unconfirmed. Possible ectoplasm in the attic. Really? Don't try to bring ghosts into this. You ain't gonna succeed. I don't think this is supposed to have any supernatural elements to it. Ooh. Sam's dark room. Do not enter if red lights are on. I can't anyway. Ooh, another cassette tape. See if I can find a place to play that at some point. Ah, yes, right over there in point of fact. Okay. What's on this tape? Wait, what does that say? Heavens to Betsy, nothing can stop me. Jesus Christ. Oh, thank you. Honest to God, you people. Home's evaluation, here Japan, Supervisor James Greenbar. Knowledge and skill, exemplary, communication, work ethic, safety procedures, punctuality, overall. Range of pressure management has been indispensable during the course of the prescribed burn preparation and execution. I believe his expertise and dedication has been the deciding factor in the success of a very complex and terrifying in the in the opinion of Rick's contribution to daily operations have become essential to the outfit's continuing success. To this end, I will be formally submitting paperwork requesting his permanent reassignment to this facility. This is the Ranger Rick that the mother may or may not have fallen for. Halloween show, the Misfits, they're awesome. See you there. Don't forget your costume.
Sometimes you just have to lie to Mom and Dad. Like when Lonnie asked me to see a band with her and stay over at her friend's place in the city after. That's a lie to Mom and Dad's situation. But it was so worth it. The girls on stage were just so loud and real and awesome. And everybody was moving together like one huge tide of sound. Between two songs, Lonnie leaned over and said, "How do you like your first show?" I was so happy. I felt tears starting in my eyes. And then she up and hugged me. I think she could tell.
Interesting. Oh, another cassette. Oh, it's the cassette tape for that. I wonder if I can put the cassette tapes back in the thing. Guess not. Worth a try. So anyway, yeah, I haven't quite finished looking through here yet. What was this? Examine map. Lonnie, holy crap, I was in the library and I noticed something in the corner. I found a secret passage. Interesting. It hid Oscar's creepy old stuff in it. Oh god, I got to see this. We're skipping 6th. Okay, so sewing room and dad's room accessible. So wait, it goes down to the library, or it... Mom and Dad's room in the closet, huh? Ooh. Let's go try that. Ranger Rick was also a children's nature appreciation magazine in the US. Was it now? That's nice. Whoa! Okay, that's cool. Creepy, but cool. Whoa. That's interesting. Ghost Hunter, Sam and Lonnie's secret house investigation log. Hidden compartments found 3. Library, upstairs hall, foyer. Evidence of the supernaturals discovered 0. Huh. Ooh, interesting. We have secrets. It was here all along. Okay, so we've got... So yeah, we're there now, but apparently there's something over in the other corner. Ooh. Misfit, Saturday, 29th of October. First place gets Maidenhead.
At Todd's brother's place after the show, there was only a futon to sleep on, so Lonnie and I shared it. The lights went out. I was turned toward her. My eyes started to adjust, and then I could see she was looking at me, too. In the dark, she smiled. My heart was beating so fast. I rolled over. I felt so, I don't know, nervous. After a minute, she put her arm around me and was so close and whispered in my ear, "I really like you." I just nodded my head, and I really hope she could tell. I really hope that she meant what I think she did. I felt like a shook-up can of soda ever since. I hope we have the chance to talk before I explode.
Burgeoning romance. Oh, welcome back, Digital Artist. I didn't know you'd left, but welcome back anyway. You cheated with some console commands on Fallout 3. Oh, I'm disappointed. Giving yourself 10,000 caps and then giving yourself specials to 10. You don't even need console commands to give yourself specials at 10. All you gotta do is you wait until you hit level 30, you take the almost perfect perk, and then you collect all the bubble heads. It's that simple. This looks like a good game. Nice graphics. Yeah, the graphics are pretty good. I mean, the game's a few years old, so they're not like absolutely tip-top up to date, but yeah, they're pretty good. Haven, The End of the World, Green Glacier Part 2. Oh yeah, I'm not reading all this again. Second combo strip. Huh. Okay, so we got that one, we got that one. These doors are locked. The other one was upstairs. Somewhere around here. Pen, read note. Hello, hello, who are you, Oscar? What do you want to come back? Fuck off. You're winding her up, aren't you? Ouija boards don't fucking talk to the dead. They never did talk to the dead. To open, turn first number and write 3 times. Stop it. First number. Hang on. To open, turn first number. Turn. Oh no. To open, turn right 3 times. Stop at first number. Turn left 1 full turn, because it's not lining up properly. It's throwing me. Okay, so presumably that's the combination to her. Alright. To open, turn. Turn right 3 times. Stop it. Wait, what? Oh, wait. Turn right 3 times. Oh, what was it? It was 051. 051. Oh, okay. That worked. Gentlemen, the great UFO cover-up, blah, 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 blah. Cigarettes. Very bad for you. Lonnie, 94.
Lonnie came over today, but everything was different. She was sitting at my desk chair, and she wouldn't look at me. Finally, I asked her what was going on. She said she felt like she'd done something wrong that night in the city. Like I must think... But I said no. There was nothing wrong. I just wanted to say... But I couldn't find the words. I felt like I was gonna cry, but I wasn't sad. She got up and sat next to me on the bed. I looked at her. Lonnie, do you think you could ever... And that's when she kissed me.
Hey, I guess. What is the story about? Well, the story is about you've been away in Europe going on like a big continental holiday, and you've just sort of come back home, but everyone is gone. Everyone is missing. You don't know where anybody is, so you're just kind of exploring to work out where everybody is. Unfortunately, I haven't quite worked that out yet. Ooh. Potato chips. What flavor are they? I'm assuming just salted. This answer, I'd like to cordially thank you for having me to your abode for Thanksgiving holiday with your lovely family. I enjoyed the flavorful potatoes, and also it was weird being around your parents for that long, but it was pretty funny how impossible it is for your dad not to be awkward for more than 30 seconds at a time. Very cordially yours, your friend, the coast against Lonnie. Dear Mrs. Usetto, allow me to take the opportunity to thank you in kind for being such a gracious host of the festivities at your father's estate. Following the aforementioned meal with my parents, your family's Thanksgiving feast was more enjoyable of the two events, I must say. I especially appreciated the time I spent with your grandmother, who was a lovely woman with sterling taste and a refined air. Let's do it again sometime. Indeed. Levels of pretentiousness are rising. I get it. Sam and Lonnie.
It's different now. I mean, we still hang out all the time like before. But now when no one else is around... Well, you know. So you could say we're dating. But it's secret. Secret dating? I don't know. I mean, I guess that's the real difference. Now when we get off the phone, or go home for the night, or it's just quiet and we're alone. We say I love you.
Okay, it's kind, amazing, intelligent, talented, light-hearted, important, and nice. That's nice. Reproductive... Oh, it's the same thing. And she just did it straight up right. Yeah, of course she did. Of course. She's not a weirdo like Sam. That's a very old-fashioned boiler. What about you? I can barely see anything. Are there any more lights around here? Oh, close enough. Trunk. Ooh, examine scrap. Heart pendant, 2 halves, customized with up to 10 letters, names, and dates, and shows anything you can dream up. Gift box is important. L and S. Of course. Hello, Kevin. Oh, Jesus Christ. Reed College. Congratulations on your admission to Creative Writing track at Reed College Summer Program for Young Scholars in 1995 session. We have much to contribute. Oh, cool. So she got into Reed College. Nice. Well done. It's always good.
I'm so stupid sometimes. I was telling Lonnie that I got into my college summer program thing. And I was all making plans like, you should come visit me, stay in my dorm room. But she said, Sam, I ship out on June 6th. I I was like, ship out? To where? She said, to basic training. What did you think I was doing all that ROTC stuff for? I guess she's been planning to join the army right after high school since she was like 12. And I guess she's really going to do it. So I was like, after graduation, I'm just never going to see you again? She said, let's just have fun while we can.
Richard Greenbrier. So is this the guy who gave the family the house, I think? What's this? Accidental Savior. Oh, dear Terrence, thank you for sending a copy of your newly published book. Author's first published manuscript is a momentous occasion. I read this afternoon. Certainly recognize my son in the subject matter. An author's work is the externalization of that which he holds dear and that which he fears. And so, but the lens to which the person was shown was needlessly clouded by genre cliches and implausible dimestone science fiction Deus Ex Machina. Great author speaks of their life, congratulating on surviving the great ordeal. Huh, that's nice. He showed it to his father and he brought it back. I think this mom's citizenship stuff. Ooh, God, I can barely read that. United States of America. So the mother wasn't natively American by the looks of it. I can barely read any of that. So apologies for not reading the whole thing. Also, am I British and what is comedy like in Britain if you are? Yes, I am British. I know I do have a slight American twang to my voice, but that's because I watched too much TV growing up as a kid. In short. And as for comedy, we have a much drier sense of humor here. And also, we can make good jokes. You can't. That's just the way it works. The British sense of humor is just better than the American one. As is proven by the fact that every time the Americans have tried to make a British sitcom in an American version, it has failed spectacularly. What's this? Mason's Pharmacy something or other. What the heck is that? Is that ashes or something? Ugh. Hashtag shots fired. Yeah, well. Look, here's the thing. I'm not saying Americans can't do good comedy. You can. But what I'm saying is Americans don't understand British comedy, right? Like, seriously, I have seen so many attempts at Americans to, like, remake in an American comedy style a British comedy. It's never worked. Except The Office. I will say, the only reason that worked is because you completely changed the dynamic of it. So you changed it from trying to emulate British comedy to actually making it about American comedy. That's why The Office works. I mean, I never liked The Office. That was never my kind of thing. So, you know. Hey Sam, I'm writing to you from something or other Falls. I'm here on a stupid class trip, which is stupid because it's March and I don't know if anyone running the school has been to Oregon, but it's cold and rainy shit in March. Wish you were here. Oh wait, you are here because I'm writing this to you in the gift shop. Oh shit. Here you come.
They tell you to stick with the group on field trips, Katie. There's a reason for that. Lonnie and I snuck off on the side paths at Multnomah Falls and got a little lost. Okay, a lot lost. Like, for hours. Right before the bus left, we found a trail and came running down the path, soaked and covered in mud, shouting for the bus not to leave. The school called home. Mom and Dad said, "You didn't get into trouble like this before you met that Lonnie girl." But I don't think they know about us. The kids at school, though, I'm really afraid that's a whole other story. Stick with the group, Katie. Stick with the group.
So the Massan's pharmacy switched hands. Interesting. Don't know if that's important or if that's padding. Hang on a sec. They also tried a Red Dwarf American version. In fact, they didn't just try one American version of Red Dwarf. They tried twice to launch an American version of Red Dwarf, and both failed. Oh God. This Samantha Greenbrier. Dear Sam, I'm so happy you liked the drawing. I was thinking of us when I drew it. I knew you'd be able to tell. You love Mexico. I think probably nature here is totally different than back home. I keep thinking about something in the first mate. Oh, lost on the Cirrus Island where even the plants are out to get them. And then I think of them together out there in the wilderness together, and I start thinking of you again. I lie here in bed. I can almost feel you. I've been trying to save up for it when I can. Right, yeah, so Sam and Lonnie tried sort of exchanging letters after they went away. That's interesting. Girl Scouts, the band formerly known as Cub Scouts. Set list. Role model authority main squeeze.
Todd's band lost their singer. Todd said he sucked. Lonnie said he got sick of Todd's shit, and he was complaining about needing a new singer. So Lonnie was like, I can sing. And they were all kind of like, you can? And she was like, probably. But she's been rehearsing with them for like a week now. And I finally got to see them play in Todd's basement today. And she's actually really amazing. I feel so proud when she's on stage. It's incredible being in awe of someone you love. So everybody knows it's like a temporary situation till she ships out in June. But till then, I'm gonna be at every single show.
Good for you. So what's down here then? Oh, in fact, no, what's up here? Where does this go then? To upstairs? Where upstairs? Where are we? No, really, where are we? Oh, we found our way over to here, have we? So then what was down the other way? Hold that thought. Parks and Rec. You know, I haven't seen Parks and Recreation. I've heard good things about it. But I just haven't really had the opportunity to see it yet, which is just one of those things, you know. Oh, it doesn't work. Oh, okay. So all that way just for a bleeding dead end? Oh, toy. Hey, it's a horsey. You're free. Oh, what's this? Scrap. Oh, I cannot read that. Oh, geez, Louise. Something month? I think that says 1 something brandy. Oh, cases. No, 2 cases brandy. 2 cases rum. 1 barrel of whiskey. Governor remains very something with enforcement in Boone County. Believe this announcement shall hold for some time. Oh, this is like prohibition stuff. That's interesting. How fascinating. Used to use it for bootleggers. Is this a horror game? No, not really. It's a game with a bit of a creepy atmosphere, but it's not meant to be a horror game. It's just pure exploration. Like I said, originally I played Tacoma. Just based on what I've played of this so far, I'm feeling like Tacoma is probably the slightly better experience. It's a little more linear than this one is. But it probably better for it, I think, because it's more focused. This one feels a little airy-fairy, if you know what I mean. That's a lie to mom and dad situation, but it was so worth it. The girls on stage were just so loud. Oh, hang on, isn't this Psycho House Girl? Coolest stuff about being a Psycho House Girl. Cool thing number 1 Everybody in the hall thinking you don't know. They're looking at you and whispering as you walk past because I guess they haven't heard of Peripheral. Oh, you can't rotate that. Costumes, skeletons and devils. Cheerleaders from the Smells Like Teen Spirits video. One girl dressed as Jackie Kennedy. Interesting. Lights. Comic book women outlaws. I don't know what that is. Hello. Ooh. What is it? Heaven to Betsy. Oh. More music. While I appreciate the thought, I don't think I want to play all this stuff. But I will do that, if only because it probably nets me an achievement. Wipers. More designs for the stuff. Had enough. Heard enough. The Great something of Riot. Damn it, why are all the pizza boxes empty? Girl Justice Now. Goodfellow Senior High School. I appreciate the time and effort you put into writing a letter. Shows initiative as well as written, but it does not change my mind. Well, I understand Mrs. Soto is a friend of yours. The fact of the matter is that she defaced school property with profanity. She allegedly defaced her own locker in retaliation for another student doing the same to yours is immaterial. As your complaint that no other student has been punished for their part in the incident, the fact is that no guilty party has come forward and there has been no convincing evidence as to who might have defaced your locker. In other words, there is no one to punish. I would suggest letting the issue drop, as it will only bring more unwanted attention on yourself, which I believe is what you claim began this whole incident in the first place.
I don't get Lonnie sometimes. Like, her band, and our zine, and her hair, and everything are all anti-authority. But I watch her in JROTC, and she's doing drills in perfect formation, following orders, no question. And there's all this stuff in the news about don't ask, don't tell. Like, she's going to join the army and then have to lie about who she is. She said they don't need to know what they don't need to know. Like it was no big deal. This from the girl who trashed her locker to, like, defend my honor. I've learned when to stop arguing, though. I don't think Lonnie even gets Lonnie sometimes.
Hey, I made it back into the main place. Okay, that's fine. So I noticed this under here. Shampoo, set, color, rinse. Oh, it's just a... I don't... Is it light flickering? Yes, it is. Fair enough. Order of promotion. Due to your exemplary last year's service. Needs for experienced personnel to direct regional operations. Would like to offer you the position Regional Conservation Manager Director responsible for operations at Northwest Oregon. Your assistance will be sought to fill your previous position on site at Flint Lock National Forest. Your new position, regional management building, which is more convenient. Ooh. Is that for the mother, presumably? Yes. Ilani was such a bitch last night. She hardly ever around since her forest is like an hour away. And then when she is home, she takes out on you because you're not a member of the family. She knows you, won't call her on it, and then I'm sorry. It's okay, I know. She's just jealous of our cool and freewheeling lifestyles. I feel sorry for you. I'm lucky my mum lives in Florida. You have to have a mum every day. Sorry, I didn't mean to bring up the mum thing like that. I know I shouldn't complain. No, I'm being serious. My mum is a psycho-Christian, and her new husband, Don, is a complete tool. Living in Florida with him is her eternal punishment in my mind. So, you wouldn't rather live with your mum in Florida? I'll take that as a no. Okay, then. Ooh, note down here. National tickets. Earth, Wind, and Fire. Fair enough. So where are we right now? We are here. skull was the coolest thing I found in Mexico, and it was like $3. I love it. Merry Christmas. So that was the skull that's currently sitting on the mantelpiece outside. That's fair. It's another one of Mum's purses again. Manual for Forestry Research and Education. Hi Jan, got 2 tickets for EWF on Thursday, but my girlfriend says she doesn't want to go. Tasted Music rears its ugly head again, so that leaves me with an extra ticket that I thought you might be interested in. More fun than clearing brush in the freezing rain, right? Interesting. Oh, I see a conservatory. That's not a conservatory. Nope, definitely not a conservatory. Okay, so we've got a dining room here, definitely. Makes sense. Stop creaking. It's not helpful. What's all this? Sam, since you refused to hear us out this afternoon, your mother and I are putting this in writing so that we are absolutely clear. You are grounded for the rest of the month from social and telephone privileges and from using your car for anything except going to and from school. We understand you are going through, but we can't allow you to continue with this kind of behavior at school. And clearly, once your privileges reinstated, we can't allow you to have your bedroom door closed while Lonnie is at the house. This is the last word on the matter. Get back on course so this won't happen again. Ouch. Disciplining through. Distributing inappropriate materials on school ground. Oh, so she made that, did she?
I had an interesting talk with Mom and Dad tonight. One you were never gonna need to have. I mean, you've known, right? I've known. I've known since, like, She-Ra. Mom and Dad didn't, I guess. But they saw the zine and the stuff on the locker, and they were like, is there something we should know about you and Lonnie? And so here's the thing. I was prepared for them to be mad, or disappointed, or start crying, or something. But they were just in denial. You're too young to know what you want. You and Lonnie are just good friends. You just haven't met the right boy. It's a phase. That's what I didn't see coming. That they wouldn't even respect me enough to believe me. Well, joke's on them, because they're in for one very long phase.
First off, congratulations, Janet Greenbrier, Regional Director. And may I say congratulations, because come on, you're going to take the job, right? What are you waiting for? Engraved invitation, call them back. But in the meantime, let's discuss this little outgoing you had with our favorite flannel-clad hunk. What a blast. But you sound like you're reading a lot into An Innocent Night Out. You're sure there's something there? You said he is an out-of-town girlfriend. You're sure they're not serious? Okay, so we have to figure out when we'll see each other in person. Enough with the letters. Interesting. Accidental warrior, don't give up on this. Oh, he threw it out. I also recommend a comedy called The Last Man on Earth. Yeah, I've heard of that one as well. The problem you've got, I mean, aside from the fact that I don't really watch much TV these days anymore, is that American shows don't air... Sorry, I heard a noise there. Don't air regularly in the UK. Like, it's very rare that a show will air on a weekly basis here in the UK, because we don't get your shows on a weekly basis. So, like, knowing when to tune in can be an uphill struggle. There we go. Did the power go out? Huh. Power must have gone out at some point. the French read invitation. Mr. and Mrs. Jonathan Breyer requested in honor of your presence the marriage of Helen Margaret to Mr. Richard Morris Petermack. Interesting. Some schedule working at the Crown Burger on Bethel Road. What is it? How is she working then? Bottle cola. That must be the freezer half. Yeah, that works. Anything in the dishwasher? Yep, normal stuff. More or less what you'd expect. You'd think there'd be more stuff. This is supposed to be a kitchen. Then again, I suppose they're probably still moving in? Question mark. Moving in and or renovating, I suppose. Food. Hey, hippos. God, that's funny. Tuna dinner, classic flavor. Delicious moist vanilla cake. Vanilla cake mix. Food. Now I'm getting hungry again. Tomato ketchup. Taste it. Well, what if I don't want to taste it? I said taste it. Okay. Ooh, what's this? Congratulations on your new position. Having received for an exceptional letter writing congratulating new positions, regional consular director 65 service. Ooh, yay. Jobs. June 1995. Anniversary trip. Rick's wedding. Check potluck. What was the date? Was it the 7th? Katie come home this month. We'll call with exact date. What was the date supposed to be today? I think it was the 7th. So they could all be out. No, it wasn't the 7th. No, it was July, but it was later than the 7th. I don't know. Oh, it's dark in here. Okay, click. Book. Oh, the accidental pariah. Ooh. Mention food you said 24 hours, there will be another attempt. So that's like the second publication or something. Mr. First, let me say we hope this missive finds you well. Hell, it feels like a goddamn miracle that it finds you at all. Do you know how long we've been trying to track you down? Worry not. We aren't the feds, the man in black, or any other sort of creeping fascist hobgoblin. In fact, we're on your side. Let me start from the beginning. Unknown Dimensions is what you might call a specialist publishing house. We traffic in the weird, the ahead of its time, the lost but not forgotten by a small but dedicated group of plugged-in bibliophiles, types out there, mass market shunning visionary expression that refuses to be taken on anything but its own terms. We've had an unparalleled run since our inception 4 years ago, unearthing and reviving Christ or zombie-like timeless works such as N.N. Bestman's Message of the Snake Man, It's Inside Me by Jens Keller, and Emil Krieger's oft-banned Venusian Flesh Traders. Jeez Louise. But ever since we discovered tattooed copies of your Accidental series at the church rummage sale in Long Branch, NJ, we've been trying to track down the author of this weird and dark American outsider art. It's just the kind of forgotten portal into 20th century civilization, anxieties and delusions that our readers lose their minds over. James Bond and Harrison Ford might be the dick-swinging heroes of modern suburban America's want, but John Russell, mind-mannered insurance agent by day, reckless history, revising sociopath by night, is the twisted peacekeeper that it deserves. So I'm wishing to bring them back. Okay, so I've typed plenty. What do we want from you? We want your permission to reprint the works since your original publisher, Mercury Books, folded a decade ago. We want you to supply a new forward for the books. So yeah, basically he got other people looking at his book, so that's good news. Could have like a second wind. Another note. Sam, your mother and I will be away for a long weekend celebrating our anniversary, June 3rd to June 7th. We'll be camping in the gorge, but we will give you a call. I'm sorry to Kitchen's still mid-renovation. Never trust a contractor. 40's on the table. Order pizza while we're gone. Oh, that's what... So they are on holiday. So they're on holiday having like a second honeymoon. Trying to rekindle their lost relationship. And... Sam appears to have just gone away. She's run away while the parents aren't here because the parents don't understand her. Well, that's not good, but okay. So we're going in the right direction. Yep, more stuff over here. Bloody hell, how big is this house? Big, apparently. Booted out. Girl Scouts last show ever.
Lonnie had her going away show with her band tonight. She's so incredible on stage. When she was singing, I could practically forget everything. That we only had 48 hours left. That I don't know what comes next. That I can't live without her. Then she dedicated the last song to me. And I couldn't take it. I was out on the curb in the alley, sobbing till my ribs hurt. I would follow her anywhere, Katie. But I can't. Where she's going. After a long time, she found me. She said she was sorry. She said, I wish things could be different. I just wanted to make you happy. I said, I don't think you can anymore.
Sam, I wish you knew how to explain it better. The army is the thing I grew up with. It's part of me. My dad's army friends were like family. I've always known it's where I'd end up. I never thought of it any other way. I wish things could be different. Maybe someday when I'm settled at a base and you're done with college and you're a famous writer and I can rebuild the tank engine with my eyes closed, things will be different. We could be together. Until then... Okay, now I had to drop that on the floor because it sort of vanished when I dropped it on the floorboards. Hi, Mum and Dad. I've been a wonderful time on the beaches of Barcelona. Dad and Sam, I think you would like the Gaudi architecture. It's from a Strange Alien World. I'm headed to my final destination, Amsterdam. For how long? That depends. I'm running low on money. I will look for a cheap standby ticket and call you when I'm heading home. Oh, excuse me. I'll call you when I'm heading home. Sorry for the short notice. Can't wait to see you again. It'll be good to be home. And that was sent on the 10th of May. By the looks of it. Greenhouse. So many plants. Accidental human. Interesting. Pathway, strong pines. Couples counseling retreat, which is where I think they are. Accidental pariah, and all those notes. Oh, it's only 20 years since John Russell heard the call. Twice he saved the president's life. He's practically forgotten the days of the future, of danger and excitement. Those days where he mattered. So when the familiar rip in time opens in front of him and his handlers peer out, he doesn't hesitate. Is the president in danger? No, the life this time saved will be your own. Ooh. Hey guys, I can tell you what a joy it is to see John Russell back in print. Thank you very much for sending along copies of the new editions. Cover art is really something. I know you said that Unknown Dimensions isn't been printing new material, but this revived interest in my work has brought a wave of inspiration, resulting in a manuscript that completes the John Russell's journey, which I think you may find intriguing. It is reflective and introspective, without forgetting the excitement and weirdness that Unknown Dimension readers expect. I hope this might be exciting new direction for Unknown Dimension to pursue, and at the very least, I'm grateful that John Russell's adventure didn't come to an end when I thought they had. Yeah, so it looks like the re-emergence of the success of the first two led to Oh, that goes outside. Yeah, you don't want to go out there. Oh! Where we'll do it. Secret door under the stairs. Midnight, June 5th. Final preparations are complete.
We agreed our last night together would be our happiest ever. And we'd forget tomorrow was going to come at all. It worked for a while. We had a good time seeing Oscar off. Then ran up to the attic to look through our photos. To find one for Lonnie to take with her. And looking at them, I realized they were all in the past. And there wouldn't be any more. And I didn't know what I was going to do. And I cried. And she held me. She said she knew it was hard, but life would move on. I said I didn't want my life to keep moving without her. That's when she cried too. I was so exhausted. I must have fallen asleep like that, in her arms. In the morning, I woke up, and I was finally alone.
Mm-hmm. You gotta go? Okay, Digital Artist. Thanks for dropping by. Always appreciate it. Thank you very much. But, really? No, it's him. Name tag, Oscar. Chalk. Honey snaps. The food pyramid. There's a key for the attic. Possession and exorcism. Hey! Thank you to I didn't quite catch that. How do you pronounce that? Snancy. Thank you to Snancy for the follow. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you very, 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 very much. Take the attic key.
The sunset light in this house is the saddest thing I've ever seen. I just want to sleep. When I'm in the attic, it almost feels like Lonnie could still be here. She's just downstairs. I'm just waiting to hear her pull down the hatch and come running up. Maybe I'll go up to the attic and wait.
So is she up here? Didn't look like it. I think she was. Oop.
Oh my God. Katie. I fell asleep in the attic, in Lonnie and my old spot, and I missed the first 2 calls. I just barely caught the third one before the machine got it. And it was Lonnie, on a payphone. She'd been on the bus to Basic, and she said she couldn't think of anything but me and us, and that she couldn't go through with it, with the army and being apart and all of it. And so she got off the bus in Salem. She said, "Sam, I want you to pack up everything you can and get in your car and come find me. And let's just drive until we find somewhere for us." And she asked me if I could do that. And I said yes. Yes.
So I was right. They did elope. When I said that earlier, it was the wrong word. So that's funny. Okay, fair enough. A bottle, so yeah. Red light and all that stuff for making pictures. Someone's a little shutterbug. Photography books. So yeah, she's wandered off to be with... Let's see, letters to Katie. I think this is the end of the game.
Katie, I'm so sorry that I can't be there to see you in person. That I can't tell you all this myself. But I hope as you read this journal and you think back, that you'll understand why I had to do what I did. And that you won't be sad, and you won't hate me. And you'll just know that I am where I need to be. I love you so much, Katie. I'll see you again. Someday. Love, Sam.
Ah, that's kind of nice. Okay, that's interesting. So that was Gone Home. That was kind of more or less what I was expecting, having played Tacoma and sort of knowing what that game is like and that kind of stuff. I sort of knew kind of what to expect going in, but not specifically, of course. Yeah, that was good. It's a nice little sort of sweet ending. It's very much like Tacoma, because in Tacoma, you see things getting sort of progressively worse and worse and worse for the characters, but it all does ultimately lead to a happy ending for everyone. And this music is really annoying, isn't it? I think I like the song at the end of Tacoma better. So yeah, this was a sort of similar thing. You go into the house, things are a bit weird, like you're not sure what's going on, and then it's like, it slowly uncovers that everything's okay. And of course the reason the parents weren't there is because they were off on a couple's retreat. They didn't know you were coming back today. So that's interesting. That sounds annoying. It's just screeching bloody woman. So yeah, that was really interesting. That was good. It was a really sort of sweet ending. It's like a young girl finds love. Parents don't understand because it turns out she's a lesbian. Okay, fine. It's like, and then she sort of, the two of them are going to split up, and then they couldn't do it. So it's going to be interesting for her. So she has literally just. I was right. She's sort of eloped, such as it is. I mean, they're not getting married or anything like that, but they have run off to live together as a couple, and yeah, fine, okay. I mean, she's 17. I'm not sure how legal that is, but there you go. Yeah, that was fun. That was pretty good. Of the two, I think I prefer Tacoma a little more. I think in terms of maybe not telling a narrative story, because I think this story's narrative was pretty clear. I mean, I understood it fine enough. But I think I liked the setting. I liked the reveals more. I mean, most of the reveals in this game came kind of right at the end. Whereas I suppose they did come at the end in Tacoma as well. Yeah, there were interesting things in Tacoma. So, yeah, I mean, I suppose in terms of basic gameplay, they are very similar games. It would be interesting to see what Fulbright do as their next game. If they're going to stick with the narrative exploration type games, or if they're going to try something new or something different. This game had a very good atmosphere to it. It was a little creepy at the beginning, some flickering lights going off here. Of course, it wasn't meant to be a horror game. It was meant to just be a game with atmosphere. And there's nothing wrong with a game with a good chunk of atmosphere. So I enjoyed this. This was a very fun game. I do think I prefer Tacoma a little bit more. The fact that it's not just, you're reading letters and there's some voiceover narration type stuff. In Tacoma, you actually not really interacted with the events, but you sort of interacted with their recordings. And that was a nice touch. I liked that gameplay mechanic was really good, and it really drew you into the into the characters and their story. This was a little more passive. So I think that's a good evolution of concept there. So yeah, I think of the two, I do prefer Tacoma. Both games are on sale right now on Steam if you want to give them a go. If you only want to play one of them, I would highly recommend Tacoma. Tacoma, I friggin' loved Tacoma. I did enjoy Gone Home, but I think Tacoma is the stronger of the two games. Just personal opinion. So I'll be keeping an eye on Fulbright. We'll see what they've got coming next, if anything. Hopefully they've got something coming up. And yeah, we will see what happens after that. Thank you all for watching, everybody. I do hope you have enjoyed this, and I will see you all whenever I next see you. Take care out there, everybody. Bye-bye.